Welcome to the Bug Magnet. This Rivian R1T just showed up to my shop here in Northern Colorado today, all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Huge thanks to Rick and wife Jacqueline for bringing their R1T all the way out here just to get it detailed. And along their road trip, they picked up quite a few bugs. Safe to say, bug season has already started, so I want to make a dedicated video showing you guys not only the products, but the whole process on how to remove bugs from the front end of your vehicle, as well as some protection that you can add to your vehicle to help make those bugs fall off a little bit easier. Welcome back to another out of spec detailing video. Let's jump into it. Well, I truly can't believe it's only April and the bugs are already out. Here in Colorado, I've already noticed the front end of my vehicle really starting to get caked in bugs, but this car traveling all the way from Kentucky definitely picked up a lot. Look at all the guts on here. All over the windshield, makes it really tricky to see out of. Here on the mirrors, of course. And the Rivian, the front ends of these things are an absolute bug magnet. So I think you Rivian owners and Tesla owners alike are really going to want to use this product. Now, I have showcased how to remove bugs in a full wash video, but I thought it'd be nice to have a dedicated video for it so you guys can click on this, show you the products that I use, and get an easy step-by-step process to do so. So I would typically recommend you do this when you are washing your vehicle, and I'll talk about that in a bit. The product I like to use more than anything is P&S Bug Off. There are hundreds and hundreds of bug removers from all different types of companies, but I just love this stuff. And let's talk about why. Well, first off, it works. It is incredibly effective and it is heavily dilutable. Not only is this product economical, but you can dilute it. So typically you'll see some other bug removers out there. They're, $14, $15, $16 for a 16-ounce bottle. This stuff is $24.99 for a full gallon. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can go and pick this stuff up. Now, you can use this straight. My personal opinion, I find using it straight, undiluted, to be a little bit too strong. It leaves this little bit of film on the car. It will come off after the hand wash, but I always find that it leaves a little bit of something on there that I don't love. Now, you can dilute this to a minimum of 1 to 5. My personal opinion, unless your car is fully ceramic coated, it's not going to be as effective. So what I use typically here at the shop is either 1 to 1, so 1 part, basically using it 1 part of Bug Off to 1 part water. Today, I'm going to be using 1 part Bug Off to 2 parts water. So I've also filled up my IK sprayer here. And this is something you guys may want to invest in if you guys live in an area with a ton of bugs, because this saves some serious time and also saves a little bit of product. So typically what you do with bug remover is just put it in a 16-ounce bottle, spray it on here. It's reasonably effective, but typically what happens is all of the solution drips off. The nice thing with the IK sprayer here is that it foams it. So I'll show you guys this whole process, but it goes on there and it really clings and sticks to the front of the vehicle, on the windows, and really helps that cleaner stick on there, melt those bugs away. It is really, really important when you have this level of contamination to not come in here and immediately try and wipe this away. You want to get as many bugs off the front end, all the dirt, grit, everything you have on here before you touch it with wash mitts or towels or anything like that. So that's why I really prefer using this IK foamer here. The nice thing with this too, it does have a hand pump, but here it's got an air chuck. This goes up to 60 PSI, hook your air compressor to it. You have a nice foam for a long extended period of time. Again, I'll leave a link for that and show you how amazing it is. So with Bug Off, you want to ensure that you are working out of direct sunlight. Super important there. This stuff can dry really quickly, so be mindful of that. If you're washing your car, of course, do it in the shade. We've talked about that before. So we're gonna have a dry vehicle and we're gonna get as many bug guts off of here as we can before we start our full wash process. So let's jump into it. I've already got the IK foamer here pressurized, and let's just immediately start spraying this down. Look at that thick foam that comes on here. And again, what this is gonna do is allow that solution to really stick on here and remove all of those disgusting bugs. It literally melts them away. It is really, really cool. It softens them up, and really once Once this is done, we pressure wash it. I bet you 75 to 80% of the bugs are gonna come off. The rest is gonna come off during our hand wash process. Now I do want to make a note, this is completely okay to get on the side of the vehicle here. Just want to make sure that this solution does not completely dry on you while you're using it. But look at here on the front end, how that's sticking there. That just makes it so effective. See all those yellow marks? It is really starting to melt this away. Let me get this other side sprayed down and we'll get some more close-ups of the bug remover here. So I've let this sit a little bit and it is doing its job. Notice all of this yellow in here. That's really dripping all of those bug guts off here. So the cleaner is really working for us. You can see it pretty much melting all of this disgusting stuff on here. And this is already starting to get a little dry. Again, this has been only a couple minutes. If you're working outside, that can be an issue in the direct sunlight rather. So importantly, this car does not have a full ceramic coating on it. It does have a little bit of protection with something like Hydro 2. It's a silica spray, so it will help release some of these bugs. Now, here our plan is to pressure wash this off. The nice thing with a pressure washer, you get a decent amount of water flow in here and it's gonna really get in there and remove those bugs. We're not going for every last bit here. Again, if this car was already ceramic coated, you could spray it down and likely just pressure wash this off without having to do any sort of anything else. But I'm betting we're gonna get about 80% of this off. The rest is going to come off in our hand wash process. But really, really important. Now, I do not want you at this point to start touching the vehicle at all. We've obviously got a lot of grit on this car. It's driven 1,100 miles, so there's a ton of contamination on the paint, lots of opportunity to introduce scratches. I've always, kind of laughed at, bugs. Typically people get in there and really start scrubbing at these things. If you get a nice product like this, you don't have to do that. So let's let this sit a little bit longer. I'm noticing the window here is drying quickly, so we're likely just going to get this pressure washed down now. So here I've got my 25-degree tip, a little bit stronger than I normally use, but that's so we can get some of these bugs off. Let's just rinse this down and see how we're looking. So you can see here, we got a reasonably effective amount of bugs off. There's still some bigger ones in here, but those will easily come off. Look at the before and after results, on the opposite side here. Definitely a huge amount of bugs and they really come off pretty easy. You notice the paint is beating up quite well here. That's from that CarPro protection that was sprayed on here, which is excellent. So I'm going to continue to rinse this down and then we'll talk about some added protection you can do to your vehicle. So off camera, I just spent a little bit more time pressure washing this. I have not touched this car. Honestly, have not touched anything. This product is so extremely effective. Now, there are a few small little bugs here and there, but the nice thing with this product is you don't have to really do much. You spray it on there, you let it sit, and you pressure wash it off. Now, the last 10-15% of bugs that are on there, you'll see some, down here on the silver trim. I'm sure there's some more elsewhere. Those are going to come off during your wash process. Now over here on the mirrors, we got 90% of them off. There's again a little one here, a little one there. Just going to take some time to hydrate those, let them release off the paint, and it's super, super nice. The windshield is nearly perfect. That's why I love this product. So extremely effective. Now, if your car is not protected, even sort of like this one is, so this has a spray ceramic sealant on it, if you will. 3 to 6 months these last. They're not long-term full strength ceramic coatings, as hydrophobic as ceramic coatings, so keep that in mind. But the protection on here really helped release those bugs, and it helps tremendously. Now, if you do have a few more remaining bugs that the PNS didn't get off all the way, here's what I would recommend for you. Before you foam down your vehicle, spray it one more time with PNS and foam the vehicle immediately on top of it. That's going to give some more cleaning power here to the front end. You've also got that soap that's going to hydrate, pick up the debris on the paint and rinse it off. It's going to really, really help. So, as far as protection, of course, like I said, there's a couple things you can do and highly recommend it. If your car is naked with nothing on it, bugs are going to be an absolute nightmare. I'd really recommend in the meantime using something like CarPro Hydro 2 Light or something like this. And I actually switched to this. This is Gyeon Wet Coat, so it's a spray-on ceramic sealant and it works fantastic. You can use it standalone, but you're not going to get the full longevity of a ceramic coating. My personal opinion, ceramic coating is the way to go. So this particular vehicle is going to get a ceramic coating on the paint, all of this trim down here, this black plastic, the silver aluminum piece, everything gets coated on the exterior of this vehicle, even areas like the windshield. So it's really going to help remove those bugs, and that's really, really important. Now, if you guys are having PPF on the front end of your vehicle, I'm just going to tell you, bugs are going to be a little bit more of a nightmare for you than something without paint protection film. So PPF naturally is a lot softer material. It's a lot more porous than paint, where paint is reasonably hard. Now there's soft paints and hard paints, I understand that, but just in general speaking, compared to PPF, it is a lot harder. So that PPF, what I've been seeing, and this is one of my huge gripes with paint protection film, and why I really don't recommend it, is bugs permanently stain PPF. Especially if you have a darker colored vehicle, even something like this orange or the Red Canyon R1T, I would think if we full PPF to the front end of this, let bugs even sit 2-3 weeks, they can permanently stain this. I know it sounds crazy, but believe me, I've been in this business long enough to know that bugs really destroy paint protection film, and they are a lot harder to scrub off of here. Even if you have something like a ceramic coating on top of the PPF, they can really be a struggle to remove. So I really like this whole process and hope you guys will use this in the future. Again, all of the products I use today will be in the link in the description below. But hope you guys enjoyed another out of spec detailing video. We'll see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye-bye.